Well, I must say, it's a miserable day, pouring down rain. And a couple days ago, I putted with a couple of rabbit snares. Just wanted to get enough, get a scatter meal for the pot. And right here, I got a rabbit. And today, I'm using my my phone to record with. I got my GoPro lost. I had her with me for quite a few years, and it was a wonder I never had her lost before this. But I think she could be a goner this time, so I'll probably use the phone to record a bit of footage until I get another camera. Yeah, great team though. Got some zoom on the phone. Didn't have that with the GoPro, so that's nice. But the main thing is, I got a rabbit here for the pot. Just look at that. And I got moose for supper, so I guess, but there'll be rabbit on the menu tomorrow. So I still got 2 more snares to check, and but I mean, they're pretty scarce here right now in this area. But as long as I get a scatter one, that's all I'm after. I'm not after a big bunch. Later on in the winter, though, I do plan on getting a few to put in bottles. That'll be later on in the winter, like January month or so. Nice and big then, and I might even make a trip down to Williams Harbor and get on some of my old snare and ground down deer. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. No rabbit there, but that's okay. I just need the one, to make a nice meal. This time of year I tend to have my snares a little smaller on the round and a little lower to the ground than the way I would have them in the wintertime. But I think the biggest tip, for this time of year is just check your snares often. I check them early every morning because critters will get in on your rabbit if you catch one and do damage to one much easier this time of year than you would in the wintertime. In the wintertime, they're more camouflaged, it's colder, they're froze, and even after trapping season starts, I guess, a few critters gets caught up and stuff like that. But this time of year, you want to check them often, or, I mean, snaring and fouling sometimes, and if a crow find a rabbit in your snare, well, that's it then. Just want to take the snare up and move on somewhere else, because every time you get a rabbit there, he'll be in on it, and picking and eating and stuff. And then you got foxes, martins, and owls, and hawks, everything, right? So just check your snares often, and you won't get as many damaged that way. Well, guys, I'm gonna cook this rabbit up tomorrow now for my dinner. And any rabbits that I get this time of year, I'll cook right away. I don't plan on putting any of these in the freezer, not yet, or bottling them up or anything like that, until, like I said, later on, January, February month maybe. And also keep the head and the liver and the kidneys and the heart, it's all good. Just pop them at a joint there and then cut down around it there. The backbone usually just kind of half this up. Usually puts a knife cut on each side of the backbone, just it pops it out there like that. And now that's the full rabbit right there, and I'm just going to put he in the refrigerator for tomorrow. And when I get it all cooked up, I'll show you the end result. Look at that liver. Frying some salt pork and a bit of salt beef. Right here, I got some potatoes that we growed in the backyard, and these are some of the smaller ones. And I'm just going to quarter those up and deep fry them, and just going to have some of those potatoes deep fried along with a little bit of rice gravy with this rabbit. head right there. And cover the tender box. I cut the tender box up there. The backbone pieces. Some of the legs. Heart and kidneys and liver. Now I usually put the liver in a little bit later, but I may have to a little bit picky, so I'm going to eat that liver a little bit earlier. You know, a bit of salt. Now I'm going to be very careful with pepper. Very carefully does it here, no? That's enough. Just look at that. There's the liver. Oh, that's so good. I can have a big plate full of this now. Oh, what a treat. Oh my, that bit was only a tease. That was so good. Oh, wow. Now after fried for a while, I added some boiling water, and now I'm going to add some dainty rice. Make like a rice gravy on it. All right, these are little potatoes that, like I said earlier, we grow in the backyard there, and I'm just going to quarter these up. Just split them in half, and half again, and just like little potato wedges, I guess. So here we got a little bit of flour. Just going to add a bit of water. Pour a bit out there like that. I'm just going to thicken it up a bit, you know. Oh my, look at that heart there and a piece of leg meat, I think. Just want to add all that. Just the right amount, I think. Usually has a little bit left over. Now, just look how nice those little wedges turned out there. Shake some of the grease off them. Just a little bit of salt. Flop around a little bit more. Now, over here, the rabbit, look at that rabbit gravy there. Rabbit rice gravy. Ooh, this is going to be good. Well, there you have it. Rabbit rice gravy with some home fries, home wedges. And just look how nice they look. Could be a bit hot here yet. Mmm. That is so good. Rabbit heart. Oh, followed by the rabbit kidney. Look at this rice gravy from the rabbit. That is so good. You know, a fresh slice of bread would be really nice with this as well, but this is as much as I want right now. Now, you know, with this camera, it's hard to eat and film all at the same time, but we gotta try to get a bit of this backbone meat here. Look how it comes off the bone there. Just look at this fillet. That's really good. I'll put that aside for honey. It's gonna cool down a bit. Was it good? Was it good? Piece of the salt beef. That's so tasty. That's all that's left to the rabbit head. Normally, sometimes I show eating the rabbit head or whatnot, but I wouldn't do it today because I don't want to be responsible for people drooling at home. So I said I'll just keep that part out there for now. But believe me, it was delicious. You want another little bit? Give you a little bit of rice gravy, I suppose, and a plate. How about that? Sound good?